Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Nice guy propaganda isn't working. This podcast is sponsored by X-Wolf Testosterone Builder. Gentlemen, are you struggling in the body, sex, or mental game? Need to keep pace with multiple women? There is an answer for you. X Labs presents a proven line of products to help in those areas. Our X-Wolf Testosterone Booster aids in intense workouts in the gym and in the bedroom. Increased blood flow and a heightened libido are just a few of the many benefits. X-Wolf contains all natural ingredients that have been used in Eastern medicine for centuries. All products come with a 30-day free trial and free standard shipping. Use code ROM15 for an additional 15% off of your order at checkout. The code will be valid through November 15th. Click the link below in the description to find out more. Quantities are limited. Make a select choice and unleash your inner wolf and lead the pack today. Man, and so somebody's probably saying, oh man, Ron about to start something again. So what's nice guy propaganda? It's very simple. I want y'all to think about something. Think about some of these movies out here. You know, like, what's a good movie? Knocked Up. Knocked Up. You remember that movie a while ago? Seth Rogen in it. You know, the ad for it was, what would you do if this man got you pregnant? And he had just showed his face with a dumb look on it. And dude's a funny guy, but that was the whole premise. Basically, a non-select beta, or shoot, he might not have been beta, might have been omega, according to a couple of reviews. You know, getting some halfway decent woman pregnant. That's nothing but nice guy propaganda. Like, nice guy propaganda is what, quite frankly, has been used for centuries. In fact, many men who some would consider blue pill are with nice guy propaganda. Nice guy propaganda is basically saying, you know what? Even though this dude ain't a hunk, a stud, an alpha, a select man, a dominant man, he would still be better for the woman than one of them. You know, yeah, the dude isn't as tall, dude isn't as muscular, as handsome. Shoot, some cases he might not even be making as much money. But the nice guy propaganda, he would be better. Shoot. The Flintstones was nice guy propaganda. Or a lot of these movies, TV shows, you know, The Family Guy, that's nice guy propaganda. He got this big old doofus dude who's just crazy, and he messing with this woman everybody else want to tap. Like Quagmire want to hit it, you know? It's like, that's nice guy propaganda, but what's happening? This stuff ain't working like it used to, you know? It's like you still got those TV shows or movies. Hitch, that was in Hitch. Kevin James getting with that hot woman. Come on, y'all. Come on, son. Yeah, let me be clear on what nice mean. It don't mean that you're a good human being. See, one thing guys got to understand, womanese is different from manese. You know, when we thinking nice, we thinking some dude who's staying out of prison and, you know, being a good citizen, at least on the surface. Nice for a woman mean you just don't make a vagina tingle. Don't have nothing to do with your virtues. Trust me. And for those who know the chaos code and I ain't gonna tell you what it is. You gotta know. You gotta know to know. I know some people gonna hit me up. Probably, what's the chaos code? What's the chaos code? Certain circles, unless a certain person give me a permission to share that. Man, I'm just throwing that out there. Y'all knows how I do things. I give y'all a little bit of a taste. See who bites. But nah, nice and womanese mean her vagina don't tingle. Because, you know, when women call a guy bad, she ain't necessarily saying he necessarily a bad person. But she's saying he makes her vagina tingle because we live in a society that still try to suppress women's sexuality. And try to tell them, hey, you need to get that good guy, that virtuous guy, and everything. And it's just like, well, that propaganda ain't working no more. If it ever did. Well, you know what? It did work somewhat. It did work somewhat. And when I say somewhat, on the surface anyway. You know, a woman get that nice, hard-working man. But Like I always tell people, ain't nothing new under the sun. You listen to some of those old blues songs and you talk to some sex workers or something back in the day. I got a podcast coming up about sex workers too. But you talk to some of them and shoot, you read something like the autobiography of Malcolm X. He talks a little bit about it. And those so-called nice guys weren't getting anything. But you still got the propaganda. But, you know, and like I say, you get it in movies. You get it in some books. Psychologists. And you still got it now, like with some dating advice, especially some women talking to other women. They'll say, hey, get that less than optimal guy a chance. Yeah, he don't make you tingle, girl. Nah, he don't make you tingle. Give him a chance. You know. Oh, and just to be clear, because I know some people like check out my Hello Ladies channel. I'm not actually telling women to get like the quote unquote properly nice guy. I'm telling them to get the right guy. You know, the authentic guy. That's what I talk about there. So that's not propaganda, but y'all know what I mean. It isn't working because I'm going to tell you what's happening with women. And I actually wrote a blog about this a while ago on my romwills.com. I don't know if I still have it there because some of the stuff I pulled for a book. But the female gaze has been freed. What does that mean? It means they can openly go for the type of guys that they are actually have a physical attraction for. And there's one simple reason for it. They have their own money. Now, I know there's a lot of cats out here thinking if they got some money, the women will be all of a sudden to fall in line. It was like, no. Lower octane women, maybe. Some 85s, definitely. Some 87s who might get tired of work or want it to be easy, but you get some women who got their own money and stuff, they could care less because they can feed themselves. They not on the state dole. It's not as prevalent as people like to think. And then somebody might say the hundreds, but if you want to deal with them, the entry level for that starts at about $1 million. Six figures don't do it for them. They want that $1 million. And even then, when you talk about that, they don't respect those men. So I don't know why anybody want to get into that. Right? So, I mean, it just really isn't working. It really isn't working the way it needs to work. And guys got to realize that is, I don't know. You know what? I don't think it will. See, here's the issue too. Here's the issue why it isn't working. Because you got the people trying to put out, you know, the movies, the books, the psychologists. But then the thing is, and a lot of people have pointed this out, but I don't think people realize the truth behind this. Social media. Social media. Because now dudes, shit, the top dudes, the more attractive dudes, shit, all they need is an IG page, or if they really got something going on, an OnlyFans page. And if I got to explain on, well, some of y'all know some OnlyFans because I know y'all subscribe to about 5, 6, 7, 8 women on OnlyFans, so y'all know what I'm talking about. But basically, shoot, they can't hide them, or you know, you can't say, well, I'm smarter than this guy, and then you know the guy pop up, he'd show you his PhD or something, or at least he show you how he making some money. So that propaganda ain't work because you know why? It worked before because people were limited. They were limited to whoever was in their area. They didn't have like this 24/7 media, social media, anything. Now they do. Now people could say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm being told. A woman could think to herself, I'm being told, yeah, get this good guy even by another woman. But then, you know, that dude who just coming out the gym, he done had a good pump or something. She's seeing him. She like, oh, wait a minute. And especially since some of these women in the gyms, you know, they finished taking that aerobics class or something, and dude just walking by to the locker room, boom. Because I got a lot of dudes hit the gym who follow me. They say, yeah, they be having women follow them around to different machines. And y'all wonder why I promote the body game. But yeah, it isn't working. People might as well just let it go. It's actually easier to like become a dominant male, select male, top dog than people think. They just have to They just can't go with that old paradigm, because it should be obvious to them. Because more dudes are complaining, less, and basically because they following the old paradigm. That's shoot. Women barely followed it back in the day, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and many blessings.